Ever wonder what's happening in your garden late at night? You ever wonder where those rats, are they really there? Are they worth targeting to shoot? Well, David Attenborough has a way of doing it, doesn't he? They put these things out called trail cameras. They cost a fortune. Not anymore. You can get these nice and cheap. Review coming up of the Boblov Trail Camera. YouTubers, so welcome to another video. It's Catanonia here, Steve, and as the title said, today we're talking about trail cameras. Now, we've all wondered what's at the bottom of our garden. We've all wondered whether or not it's worth targeting a certain area, whether it's got rats or pigeons or squirrels and whatever it happens to be, or you're just into a little bit of nature spotting and you're just curious what's happening there. So, like I said, we've seen with the likes of David Attenborough and all these wonderful wildlife programs where they use these really expensive trail cameras, attach them to trees, and they're motion activated nighttime, and they take pictures and videos for you. The problem is they've always been expensive. Well, not anymore. Thanks to our lovely Chinese friends, yep, they've started mass producing a lot of these. Now, you'll see them all over the place. On eBay, you'll see loads of them on Amazon on there. So I got curious, I got really curious. So I plumped and went for one, and I picked this one, which is the Boblov Trail Camera. It's supposed to be a 1080p camera. I thought, why not? Give it a go. It was 50 to 60 quid. Give it a go. If I don't like it, I could always send it back if it didn't work. Take a bit of a risk. Well, I actually found it is good. It has got a lot of features and I'm really pleasantly surprised with it. So yeah, this is why I'm making this video, and I will leave links down below. By all means, check out, there's loads of them out there, but I know this one actually works, which I'll leave the link, but you know, use the link down there. Obviously I get a bit of kickback from Amazon affiliates on it, but yeah, check them out. So what is this thing? What does it do? Right, let's just get a bit closer to here. So this is effectively a 5 megapixel camera. The camera element is here. Now this works on motion detection. So just like those PIR sensors that people put on the back of their houses, that every time a cat walks past lights up the whole of the back garden and wastes thousands of watts of electricity, that's what this bit at the bottom is. It's a PIR detector. So any movement in front of this will activate it. And this has quite a large range of about 70 degrees out to about 65 foot. So it's quite sensitive. Once that activates, the camera starts running. And you can actually set this up, and there's many features in here, but you can set this up to basically do video of 1080p or any resolution that you want, and or still shot pictures as well. So as soon as somebody moves in front, the video starts. Really quick, works in about 0.6 of a second, the video starts recording. Really nice. But what makes it really good is that if it's nighttime, it knows it's nighttime through light sensitivity, and it's got IR LEDs up here. I think there's about 72 or 90 or so of them up here. So if it's nighttime, it basically, like a night sight IR night torch, out it goes, and then the camera records at night. So you get nice black and white images as well. Really clever. So what do you do with it? Well, basically you grab hold of it like this, you strap it to a tree, you switch it on, you point it at an area where you think there's going to be rats or wildlife, and you go to bed. And you stay nice and warm. And then you come back the next day, you unstrap it, or you take out the SD card, you put it on your computer, and you have a look. So let's have a look at some of the videos. I've used it out in my garden, not on much there. But my dad is a gamekeeper, and he has to look after pheasants, and he knows he's getting rats, and he's getting squirrels and pigeons, and they're nicking the food. He even gets foxes there as well. So he kindly borrowed it for me. In fact, he actually got the same version as me, because we both got one at the same time. And I've grabbed some of his video files off it just to show you the quality. So we'll run some of those now, and you can take a look at the quality of them. So here's my dad, he's a gamekeeper, and these feeders you can see are for pheasants, and pretty much everybody but the pheasants really get the food here. Just have a quick look, you can see some rats. There's at least 5 or 6. You can tell by their white shining eyes that the IR's picking up, and you can see them jumping all over the place. And it's like they're the ones nicking all the food. There's all sorts out there at the moment. I think here, yeah, we've got more rats. You can just see them in the centre of the screen here. There's at least 2, 3 of them, possibly 4 of them there. You can see them walking around. They're after all of the grain from the feeders on here. And yep, if we look left to right, in he comes. Here comes a rabbit. So he's paid a visit during the night as well. So the quality is actually not too bad. So the quality, let's be brutally honest, isn't absolutely amazing. It is 1080p, but it's only running at 15 frames a second. You can drop the resolution down and you get about 30 frames per second on there. And the picture quality is about 12 megapixels, the total size of the pictures on here. And of course it's colour or it's black and white, depending whether it's in night mode or day mode. But it is good. It does actually work on there. So let's have a closer look. What do you actually get for your money? Now this is where it gets quite surprising. It comes in a nice little box like this. Nicely packaged up, and obviously you get the camera in there. Very, very nice. But that's not all you get in there. You know, you get quite a little bit of extras in here, and I was quite surprised by this. You get a nice instruction manual, broken Chinese, English, lots of different languages in there. Nobody reads them. You don't really need it. Not that. Yeah, nobody reads manuals. You get a standard video, so 3.5mm out to your video and your audio, so you can actually plug it directly into your TV and watch your videos. Really nice. You also get a USB cable, so you can connect it directly up to your laptop, read it like an external drive, read the SD card, and away you go. Really nice as well, so you can download your pictures. What else do they give you? They give you a base plate that you can attach to a wall, to a tree, with screws. The bottom of the actual camera itself has a standard tripod mount. That screws in there. You can put it on a tripod. You can do anything you want with it, so they give you that as well. Really handy. They even give you some wall plugs, so you can do that. That's nice. And then we've got a 15-metre strap. Just look at the size of this thing. This is all in the package as well. This thing is huge. You could actually strap this camera around a giant redwood if you wanted to, but really handy. You just thread it through the little holes at the back. You can then strap this to a tree, put it in the right position, and away you go. That's all in the box. You get that all for free in there, and there's even an Allen key in there to help you set it all up if you want to use the wall mount on it. But it is really, really nice. Good quality. This thing is splash proof as well, rain proof effectively, so it's got seals around it. Obviously it's electronics in there, so yeah, it's built to be, you know, you don't throw it in the river, it probably won't survive, but it will certainly take a hammering outside with the rain and stuff like that and still be okay. So like we said, we've got the IR torch at the top, we've got the camera, and then we've got the PIR sensor. Now, the meat and the bones of it is these 3 little clips, so there's 2 little clips here. You unclip and you unclip. And this opens the actual unit up. And there we have the unit. So what we've got up here is an LCD display, colour LCD display. So yeah, this isn't just any old rubbish, it's actually very good. I'm very surprised with it. I can switch it on, and if we just switch it on, hopefully you'll see that come up. Now using a little Boblov symbol. And this gives you the full menu system, so you can actually set all of the menu options. Now, what I'll do is I'll break out in a bit and show you all the different menu options in here. But you can set your menu options in here, set it up how to record, set the dates, set the times. You can tell it whether or not you want it to record in high resolution, lower resolutions, whether or not you want it to be a 10-second video, a 2-minute video. All of the options in here. In fact, let's just go through some of these options because they're absolutely amazing. You've got the mode, so you can tell it to whether or not you actually want it to go into picture or picture and video mode. You've got then the photo resolution, the video resolution. You've got the video length that you can set it to. So I'm just scrolling down the menu options here. I don't know if we can see that, but it's just all sorts in here you can do. It does audio as well, so it'll actually record the audio that's going. You can then decide how often you want it to shoot. So for example, if it's done a video, then wait 30 seconds before doing another video. So there's all sorts of options in here. You can set how bright, how far out the IR goes, whether you want it short range, long range, and it will light up the different lights depending on the range you put it on. What else have we got in here? The sensitivity of the motion, the PIR sensor. So, you know, if you've got lots of little small things moving around, you don't want videos of that, but you want a large animal to trigger it, you can do that. It just goes on. This thing is just amazing. You can tell it when you want to record from. So between certain hours only work. It's just mental, absolutely mental. It does time lapse. It's like a little mini computer, this thing is. You can language, yeah. Endless capture, you can just get it just once it's activated to keep recording until the SD card runs out. Time and date, photo stamps, you can even set a password in this, so if somebody does nick it, then they can't look at the videos or anything. Oh, it just goes on. Beep sat, memory format. It just goes on and on and on. It's got a nice little keypad. You can set it all up, set it how you want it. You can even look at the screen and watch the video playback in there. What else has it got in here? So at the bottom is an SD card, so it will take up to a 32 gig SD card. I'll leave some links down below for the cards that I've tried in this, and they work really well. You really do need a decent-ish sort of class 10 card just to get good quality out of it. But up to 32 gig, really, really nice and handy. We have a little port here that you can connect it up to your TV using the lead I've shown you. There's the USB connector just there. I don't know if we can make that out in there. And then we got the power button here. So you've got an off position, which switches it off. You've got a program position, which is the middle position, and then you've got the run position, which gives you 15 seconds to close the lid and walk off, and then it will start to work. Really, really, really nice. I'm quite like this. Battery indicator light on it and everything. So how's it powered? Quite simple. Batteries, you've got the little compartment here. Now, this unit will take up to 8 AA batteries. Now I use rechargeables, and again, I'll leave a link down below for the batteries I've used in this. Absolutely no problems at all. But you can put up to 8, but it will run on 4. Obviously, if you put 8, it's got more capacity, and it will last longer. But for example, give an example. These here are only, I think, 1800 milliamp batteries. 4 of them here, fully charged up. I set this up looking out the front of my house, looking at the street, and we get cars and all sorts. And I got about 40 minutes worth of video, and it took about a third of the life out of these 4 batteries. Now, that is quite extreme usage. But if I had 8 batteries in here, it lasts a long time. Effectively, you put it out, bring it back in a few days, and just swap the batteries over, take the SD card out, put another one in, or take the whole unit away from you, and away you go. If you don't want to use the batteries, well, they thought of that as well. Down in the bottom, there's a little connector tab. I don't know if you can see, but you can actually even put in an external power as well. I think it's 6 volt DC that it needs to externally power it. And of course, we've already had a look at this bad boy here, which is the tripod mount. So yeah, it's pretty damn amazing. What we'll do is look at a couple more videos, and then we'll do some conclusions on it. So here we are now, back in daylight. So we've got some daylight footage, and we can see squirrels running around the place, nicking the food out the feeders. Yeah, it's pretty much everything but the pheasants actually get anything from here. And now we got a flock of pigeons. They're in there nicking all of the grain as well. And you can see the quality is actually not too bad during the daylight as well. It's very, very good. Okay, it's 15 frames a second. What else we got? And at last we got some pheasants and what the actual feeders are set up for. And you can see this is probably, we can see the time there. It's just about getting dark. And this one here, you can see you've got the time, the date and the temperature. And here's a male pheasant and a female pheasant. What the feeders were intended for. So yeah, I am super, super impressed with this. Like I said, there's loads of these now out there. It's starting to become a rage, and a lot of people are jumping up. But as always with the likes of Amazon and eBay, it's like you see these, you know that they're copies, they come from potentially somewhere in China. You don't know the quality of them. So I took a risk and I tried this. My father's got one as well, and we're actually very, very impressed. Yes, the video quality isn't superbly brilliant, but you know what? You don't actually really need that. That's not really what you want it for. You want to know what's happening. You want to be able to record it, have a look at it, come back. It's great fun. It's a great hobby, actually. Put it out in the garden and see what's going on. Put it out wherever it is that you go shooting. See what happens when you're not around. You know, we go shooting, ratting or something like that, and you make so much noise that all the rats have disappeared. Stick this out, it won't know it's there. And then he will actually tell you exactly what's going on. So yeah, super impressed. Stacks of functionality in it. Like I said, it does video, all sorts of it. I'm super, super impressed with it. The build quality, the function, how long it lasts with the batteries in there. Yeah, I'm really, really, really impressed. To be honest, I was expecting to be disappointed when I got hold of when I ordered one of these. I thought, yeah, it's a bit of a risk, isn't it? But yeah, I really, really do like this. So anyway, that's the Boblov a trail camera. Hopefully you like this review. As usual, smash that like button. Give me the thumbs up, the thumbs down. If you're interested in this or any of the others, check the links down below. I'll leave a link to this exact model, but as usual, Amazon will just throw you a whole load of other ones that you can try out as well. Consider being a Patreon as well. It does help the channel. Obviously, we just rely on a bit of advertising and a bit of affiliate links. So consider being a Patreon for the channel. There's a links there and down below. Check that out. And as always, let me know. What do you think? Have you tried one of these? Have you got a more expensive or a cheaper version? Tell me what you think of them, and leave the comments down below, and that would be great. So. Enjoy it, everybody, and catch you on the next video. Hopefully, this is Catanonia with the Boblov, get that right, the Boblov Trail Camera. See you next time. Bye.